Hello everybody and welcome back to INSANEBRIT Gaming. My name is VSDA and today we are going to be reviewing Lego Jurassic World. Now I am playing Jurassic Park 1 right now, based on the fact that I could not access the second part. I had to restart the entire game because I'm just going to do a playthrough, part of a playthrough while I'm reviewing it for you guys. To run down the actual story, so first of all, this game does do Jurassic Park 1 to 4. This game is based predominantly though on the last movie made, which are making Jurassic World 2, by the way. I think it's out 2017, 2018, I'm not too sure. But anyway, you are Owen Grady, an ex-marine who trains raptors at the park, and you're asked by a scientist called Claire, who has developed a genetically engineered dinosaur, or the Indominus Rex, to inspect its brand new paddock. Upon doing this, you learn that this new dinosaur has the intelligence of, well, I'm not going to say what because it'll spoil it, but it has some kind of high intelligence that they've genetically engineered it to be, and essentially it has tricked them into coming into its paddock because it has gone missing, and essentially it escapes. And that is majority of what this game is about. The dinosaur has escaped, and you, along with Claire, have to track it and try and get this dinosaur back, where it's causing havoc across the park, and you're trying to save as many people as possible, kind of scenario. In the meantime, Claire's nephews, who have been come to visit her during this incident, has basically gone missing while on a tour around the park, and there she gets Grady to help her get her two nephews back, kind of scenario. That is more or less the basic game story of the actual main game. Of course, you go, if you know the Jurassic Park series, you'll know all about it, kind of scenario of this particular movie that I'm playing now, in Jurassic Park 1. The gameplay is a bunch of different basically you'll be a bunch of different characters and able to switch. So like this worker here, for example, and they have different abilities. Some can dig, some can jump higher, some, like this guy, has the ability to make generators work, as we're about to see now. If I can just, and build stuff as well. That's another aspect. That's the main aspect of the game. You build various stuff to unlock new areas, new places you can't get to, access, get to collectibles, and various stuff like that. You can also heal sick dinosaurs throughout the entirety of the playthrough whenever you come across them as well, which I think is pretty cool, and they help you access new areas as well. Hold on, let's just if I can power up some of these generators before I kick on. Come on, run. Wait, there we are. Okay, yeah. You can, like I said, there's gold that you collect and everything, and silver. You basically gain those to build up a DNA strand, and it essentially, the end of each mission, it will basically build you a dinosaur, or like what Pacific dinosaur to unlock. I mean, I don't know. It's just something fun for you to do, a reason to collect these things. They can also be used as currency as well, which I was very surprised at. And you go out through the game and you meet characters such as John Hammond and a bunch of others. Everyone from the likes of John Hammond to a random employee who works at Jurassic World, and basically you can play as those characters when you replay the game if you choose to. Now, I personally don't choose to replay this game myself. One second. Has he got a gun? Right. So, for example, I can shoot right now some various things. There we go.
It's my mom's agent dog, isn't it?
There are also other little collectibles as well if you choose to collect them, but they're kind of harder to collect, by the way. There's also mini races as well. You can take part in races in Jurassic World in their cars and stuff like that, but I personally did not participate too much in those. I found them quite dull and boring. Didn't really interest me as much as, the rest of it, as pushing on kind of scenario. The races weren't all that, to me at least anyway, that interesting enough, you know what I mean, to warrant me playing those. The graphics are pretty decent for a kids game / Lego game, I found. The water looks pretty beautiful when you see the water, especially at the beginning of when you enter Jurassic Park. You know what I mean? I was quite surprised. There's lots of bright colours and stuff like that. You know, it's like fun kind of scenario. Hold on, let's see if I can. Can I push this now? Yeah, now I've got to push this. For me, now the pros and cons of this game. Sorry, let's just do this. Okay. So basically, the pros. It has replayability. You can go back with lots of different characters, etc., and do the game with those if you choose to. They do now. The second pro is they do all the movies, not just one, and they do all the iconic scenes, such as this one, for example, of taking the raptors, like for the first time. You know what I mean? This is like one of the first. Hold on, let's do this. Damn it! I'm mucking this up. There we are. So simple. So yeah, they do all the iconic scenes. Okay, they use the real film dialogue. I have to say that as well. So all the dialogue in the actual films, the original films, it makes it sound fucking epic and really professional. Of all the characters and the actual acting and stuff like that. It is pretty decent, and I really do applaud them for that. That's a good use of rather than come up with some random people doing it for you kind of scenario. So yeah, that's another pro. They even use the actual original T-Rex is raw. Another pro is that they 100% I feel respected the Jurassic Park license, and the last pro here is that any parent, I've got to be honest with you, any parent who or any person who's a parent should have no problem realistically handing over any Lego game, or this one specifically anyway, to their kid and letting them have hours and hours of fun. You know what I mean? I'm very comfortable to even say that, and I'm not no parent. You know what I mean? Okay, let's go back to now. There are cons to this, but there are not too many. At least in my opinion. The replayability is always a pro. However, it is a bit of a con here as well, depending on how you do it. Because to me, it just became really grindy for me, and I don't want to play this game 4 or 5 times. You know what I mean? To get all the trophies. At least that's the way I felt about it. The writing is good. It does follow the story, but the in-writing of the jokes, because they do change it up because it is a kids game. For example, they don't kill anybody. That's fine, but the jokes in itself, the way they change, the way what happens in the actual film when someone's supposed to get eaten, they change it up. It's not funny. In most cases, it just is not funny. And when the NPC talks about something like random, when you walk past them and it's supposed to be funny, it's still not funny. You know what I mean? But then again, I am an adult and I'm not a 6-year-old kid. So, you know what I mean? Their humour obviously is a lot different, even though I will say I am quite childish in many ways. I just felt it wasn't that good, to be honest with you. Another con about the game is that sometimes you get stuck and there is no direction, and they don't really tell you what to do. And I mean, who knows? Maybe that's just me. Maybe I'm the only thick one and I didn't know what to do. So it took me a little bit longer than most. I'm not too sure. Say what you want. In conclusion, the game is about 20 hours of gameplay. Like overall, the game is 20 hours. It can be more if you replay it. I will say this much though: for £40, brand new or whatever, I definitely would not be paying £40 or £50 for these Lego games. It isn't worth it. Not for me. Not for what they are. It's a good game. I paid 20 about it, and I would recommend paying that amount. You know what I mean? The Lego Star Wars game is out now at the time of this review, and I'm getting offers on it when I put this game in. I'm like, no, I'm not paying 40-50 quid for it. It just isn't worth my that kind of money. I can buy something a hell of a lot better. You know, and if you're a parent, like I said, buy the older games like the Hobbit game, you know, the Lego versions of that, etc. And you'll have you'll get your money's worth. You know what I mean? It'd just be better for you overall. I think, like I said, I'd have no problem handing over like 4 or 5 Lego games to kids and letting them go nuts with it. As a kid, I would give this game a solid 7 out of 10. But I'm not a kid. I'm you know, an adult. And this game for me overall gets a score out of 10 of an insane 5. It is a good game. It has replayability. You know, I played this for nostalgic reasons, but overall the writing, the in-game writing, jokes isn't that good, and for me it's far too grindy. Well, anyway guys, that is the end of this review. I hope you enjoyed it. If you want to check out the full playthrough, you can check me out on the link will be in the description below, the full playthrough. Please like, share, comment and subscribe. I hope this gave you some help. Give this video a like. Follow me on Facebook. That will also be in the link in the description below. And I will see you next time. Thanks for watching.